Alright guys, so last year I did a video of how much I made during 2021, so might as well go ahead and do another one for 2022, how much I did make in 2022. Sort of the same setup. We're going to go ahead and do the YouTube studio screen and, sort of take a look at what I actually did end up coming home with and sort of the what to expect if you have a channel around 3,500, which I had at the time of the end of the year of 2022. I had right at 3,500 subscribers. So let's take a look and see what I got. At the end of 2021, I had 2,500 subscribers. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and take a look. I always love looking at other people's channel analytics screens. So since I love looking at other people's channel analytics screens, I might as well show what mine looks like. So this is current as of the time of this filming. Let's take a look at 2021 before we take a look at 2022. As you can see, the months of January and February were both under $100, and then March was under $100, April under $100. May really started the over the $100 threshold back in 2021 at $100.04 in the 5th month of the year in 2021, and then it just sort of went up from there, progressing all the way up to December of $136.80. December of 2021 was my highest grossing month of 2021. Gave me a grand total for the year of $1,219.40. And that is with 167,790 views. So pretty good amount of views, even though December wasn't necessarily my highest grossing month. October looks like it was my highest viewed month, I should say. It was still my highest grossing month in December. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at 2022 and let's see how they stack up. In 2022, I had 340,000 views, got paid $1,600.52. However, clicked the wrong one. However, January 114, February 111. Every month is looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. And unlike last year, November and December, I drop. November, $105.28. That is my lowest of the whole year, including February, until December kicks in, $92.45. Remember, I had 340,000 views, so I had more views, nearly double the 167,000 I had the year before, and $400 more throughout the year, except for December really came crashing down pretty bad. May, the month that I made the $100.04 in 2021, May of the next year, 2022, I made $167.44. It was my highest grossing month. However, my highest viewed month was, looks like October at 56,000. But I only made $137 there. I made $30 more in May with nearly half of the views, not even half of the views, at 25,000 views. So, quite a bit of difference. Even the watch hours wasn't even close. At the time, it just so happened that in December, for whatever reason, YouTube, I had heard they had a bad third quarter coming into Christmas, so that would have really kicked in probably October, which is why you see this downward sort of spiral into what I actually ended up bringing home December and November of 2022. So didn't really make the most amount of money at those moments in time. It really started to dwindle down. In December, I didn't even bring home enough to bring home a check this month in January of 2023. So I'm not even going to get paid for December of last month with 3,500 subscribers at the end of 2022. So if you are out there and you are curious as to what you bring home with 3,500 subscribers, I hope that this helped. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you get what you came here for. Again, this is what I brought home. This is live numbers, actual numbers, how many views I got and how much I brought home. One thing to note, in 2022, I really did hit hard on the shorts. I really did try on my thumbnails, and I tried to keep the content sort of going. I did a lot more lives. I did a lot more shorts, a lot more. I just tried to do more of everything. And it did pay off in the beginning until about, 6 months in, and then it started to dwindle down. No fault of my own. As you saw, October was my highest viewed month, but still, didn't bring it in. Sort of the nature of the beast. Hope it helps. I hope you did get something out of it. Thank you much.